Let's see if I can find a signal. Damn! The receiver's picking up a whole mess of signals. It's a good job Tamir wrote his wave signature on the bottom of the device. I just need to tune into the right one. Bingo! I'm receiving Tamir's signal loud and clear. It's coming from the northeast, about 700 meters away. That's where the old bathhouse is. Nice hiding place. But there's no hiding from our Air Force. No, I just need to wait until Tamir gets back. Tamir should have been back ages ago. I'm starting to get worried. His signal's still coming from the Egyptian HQ. I hope nothing's gone wrong. Oh, to hell with it. I can't just sit around here doing nothing. So I can't get any closer to the old bathhouse. And there's still no sign of life from Tamir. If they're holding him in there, I don't have much time. It's definitely seen better days. Dents, rust, dodgy tires, and leaky gaskets that are dripping oil everywhere. Rusted solid. Probably had... Screwed on tight. There's a little puddle of water shimmering away down there. It's broken. Nobody's going to miss it. A Volga M21. Fairly new model, but still looks pretty knackered. Somebody's tried to break into the boot. It's so badly vandalized that the boot won't even open now. It's so bad. Tamir's signal is coming from inside the building. I have to get him out of there somehow. Not a chance. The entrance is heavily guarded. Going by the smell, I'd say there's a sewer behind that gate. The gate is padlocked. Rusted solid. Probably. It's definitely... The jug's got a hole in it. I always did want to get into the oil, but the gate is padlocked. Now it should swing open beautifully. 3, 2, 1, open. Hopefully I'll find an entrance to the bathhouse down here. There's a wooden wheel down there, but I can't quite get to it. not wastewater. It's fresh. There's no point filling the... The passage over there looks promising. The bridge isn't much use to me while it's up in the air. That doesn't seem to be working. The moss has firmly taken root in the stone. The moss has firmly taken... That doesn't seem to be working. The bridge isn't much use to... Nice and clean, but too cold for me to bathe. No thanks. Nice and clean. There's a wooden wheel missing here. No thanks. Nice and clean. It's not wastewater. There's a wooden wheel down there, but I can't quite get to it. Screwed on tight. Tamir's signal is coming from... There's a little puddle of water shimmering away down there. Even if I could... It's so badly vandalized. I can use the knife to pierce, scratch, cut, slit, chop, saw. It's definitely seen better days. Dents, rust, There's a wooden wheel down there, but I can't... It's not waste... There's a wooden wheel missing here. That doesn't seem to be working. I can use the knife to pierce, scratch, cut, slit, chop, saw. I've blocked up the hole. I'll fill the jug to the brim. Come on now, up you come. Got it. Nice and clean. A perfect fit. Now all I have to do is find Tamir. What's that noise?
Major, this man is a spy. He was carrying this.
A short-range transmitter. So, where is the receiver? Tell me! Tell me now, or you die! There has to be an accomplice! Seal off the city and search every corner! He can't be allowed to escape!
Those swine! Shit. Now what? If the Air Force and Navy don't have a precise target, they'll flatten the whole city at dawn. How can I reach our people in time? The Egyptians are sealed off Port Said completely. My only hope is to send a radio message from here. But to do that, I'll need the emergency code word that Tamir had with him. A small compressor. It must belong to the welding gear. A carbon dioxide canister. It's used. I can't reach that ladder from here. Empty. Tamir. Should have stuck with break a leg. Sorry, old friend, but I need the emergency code. The code card. Thank God the Egyptians didn't find it. But it's covered in blood. Condor. All I need now is a radio. All he wanted to do was save lives. It hasn't seen a drop of water in years. All he wanted to do was save lives, but he couldn't save his own. I can't let his death be in vain. There's still some water in the basin. So now the cloth is soaked. There's still some water in the basin. All he wanted to do was save life. It hasn't seen a drop of water in years. No thanks. Port Said Commandant. That bastard shot Tamir like he was putting down a dog. A thick bundle of cables for the phone, radio, and electricity. The cables come from under the main hall. Let's take a little peek at what's behind this door. It's the radio room. Hardly bigger than a broom cupboard and hot as hell in this weather. There might only be one soldier in the radio room, but if he triggers the alarm, the radio room is tiny. The cables come from under the main hall. Luckily, the guards are concentrating on the city wall and gates. But that does mean I'll have to sit tight here for a while. Not a chance. Screwed on tight. Let's hope the local residents are... What do we... As my old granddad... My lungs aren't strong enough to siphon water up from the bottom of that well. There's a little public... My lungs aren't strong enough to siphon water up from the bottom of that well. There's a little puddle of water. It's a long hose. Where should I run it? I'll take the hose up with me. The hose won't reach that far. I'll lay it along here. Okay. Now I'll carefully, quietly push the hose under the door. Not budging an inch. Not budging. That hasn't really helped. It's not budging. I'd better hold fire on that until I've got everything lined up. Not budging. Not budging an inch. That hasn't really helped. It's still stuck. I'd better hold fire on that until I've got everything lined up. That hasn't really helped. Not budging an... Not... I'd better not start it. Too much noise. I'd better not start it. Too much noise. Empty. I'd better hold fire on that until I've got everything lined up. Not budging... The hose is in place. but the gap under the door is still ventilating the room. There we go. Sealed perfect. Not budge. Sealed and secure. And good night. That should be enough to send the radio operator. I'll just let some air in, then I'll send my message. Hopefully before our friend... So... That's the right code word. I just need to send them the coordinates for the HQ, then get out of here before they turn this place to rubble.
سلم نفسك.
It's all kicking off out there. Time to... It's wobbling. I'm going to turn turtle.
Can you hear me? Mr. Paddock, you must get up!
What the hell happened?
Bombs.
Right.
Save the explanations for...
Fair enough.
Head for the canal. There's a plane waiting for us. If the pilot hasn't got cold feet.
No problem. Hold tight.
That was close. How far do we have to go?
What? I thought you knew your way around here.
I thought you did. I've never been here before in my life.
Well, I'm not stopping to ask for directions. Look out! So, Now do we have time for introductions?
I'm Anna. I've come from Germany to ask for your help.
So you came to a city that was about to be bombed just to find me. That's rather flattering. But how did you know where I'd be?
That doesn't matter. What matters is your daughter.
Gwen, what's happened?
I'd love to sit here and chat, but the pilot can't wait any longer. Let's talk when we're airborne.
Yes? Not a shadow of a doubt. The results are 100% reproducible. Understood. We'll initiate the final phase immediately, and Wotan will be complete. Only personnel with the highest level of clearance. Absolutely.
Time for a few answers, Miss
Anna. Just Anna.
German Intelligence Service.
Mossad.
That explains a few things.
I belong to a special unit that tracks down escaped Nazi criminals,
You're a Nazi hunter.
if you like. Right now I'm tracking the last few members of a particularly brutal SS unit, one with a reputation for baroque medical experiments. And I finally managed to locate their leader. Walter Kessler lived in a quiet village in Bavaria. While we knew where he was, we had no solid evidence to convict him. I was going to change that. Near the end of the war, Kessler's unit murdered a Jewish art historian, Simon Rosenthal, and his family. Kessler wanted Rosenthal's Viking art collection for himself. If I could search Kessler's house and find just one item from Rosenthal's collection of Viking artifacts, it would tie Kessler to Rosenthal's murder. Guten Tag. Does a Herr Kessler live here?
That's quite right, madam, but unfortunately Herr Kessler isn't at home at present.
Ah. My name is Dietrich. I'm an art dealer and I have an appointment with Herr Kessler.
An appointment? I'm his secretary and I don't recall him mentioning an appointment. Apologies. He was called away at short notice. He may be gone for several hours.
I understand. Then I wish you good day.
And the same to you, madam.
If Kessler's out of town, so much the better. I don't need him, just his stolen artworks. But how do I get inside without being seen? Advertisements and notes. Every soccer fan's football doesn't... I can't pull the whole thing off. I'll empty it out. A handful of sweets. Sure. Lucky I've got enough change with me. My last notes on Kessler. No connection at this number. It's ringing. Perfect. The secretary's going into the house. A magazine. Kessler's secretary is coming back. Took him a while to notice there was no one on the phone. I'd better stay here looking in. It's ringing. Perfect. The secretary's going into the house. I'll just borrow this. I might not play football. Kessler's secretary is coming back. Took him a while to notice there was no one on the phone. I'd better stay here. Let's see if I can knock together something useful. Looking good. That'll do. Looking good. That'll do. I'll take it out of the notebook. Seeli. Guten Tag, young man.
Hi.
What are you up to?
Oh,
Really?
Herr Kessler
Did he hit you?
No! I'm way too fast!
Is that right?
Franz.
I'm Anna. Do you live around here?
No, I'm from Munich. But we have training on the sports ground back there. I'm waiting for a bus into town now.
So you're saying you're faster than him?
By a
So what was the story with the gnome?
Herr Kessler's secretary went crazy and he chased me halfway down the high street.
But he didn't catch you.
Ha! That old slow coach? Not a chance.
I'll be right back.
Okay, but my...
Is that your ball?
Yes! How did you do that?
A dummy to the left, a shimmy to the right.
Thank you.
I think this is a suitable reward for a future footballing hero.
Lutz Seeliger's autograph? Fantastic! My mates will be jealous as anything.
So, now that's settled, show me how fast you are.
Sure. Watch this. He'll never catch me.
So, open house. Let's take a look around. I'm in. If I can find one object from the Rosenthal collection, Kessler's going straight to jail. I should concentrate on the Viking artifacts. I'm not going to leave until I have found at least one piece from the Rosenthal. That's definitely not a Viking object. A plate with oriental motifs. This vase is oriental. What I'm looking for are Viking art. What have we got here then? Could be a Scandinavian port town, but that painting's not from the Viking period. This painting's dated 1835. Could be a Scandinavian That's clearly an African pattern on that vase. These wooden animal figures are of African origin. The Rosenthal collection, on the other hand, was mostly made up of Nordic artifacts. A cloth duster. Looks very usable. Let's take a closer look at that. The church could be in Stockholm or Copenhagen, but otherwise it's not got much to do with the Vikings. It was painted in 1768. Let's see. Oh, there's a small key in the pocket. Kessler wearing an SS uniform. But what the devil is that in front of him? Could it be the result of one of his fiendish experiments? That is vile. Taken in 1942. Kessler wearing an SS uniform. But what could it be the result? That is... German soldiers in Norway, definitely under Kessler's command. But what would the SS be doing there? The photo is from 1940. Vodka, whiskey, tequila, rum. At least when it comes to alcohol, Kessler is cosmopolitan and tolerant. My Tybalt's gin, and I'm taking a bottle with me. One bottle of gin is more than enough for anybody. Honestly, there isn't anything interesting about that. One bottle of gin. An African warrior mask. These figures come from the Far East, probably from China. They don't help me all that much. I wonder who he stole this painting from, and if they're still alive. A seascape. It could be Norway, but that doesn't make it a Viking artwork by a long chalk. 1922. An old casket. The rose, but this isn't. A few pieces of paper. I've got what I need. Kessler's will. He only wrote it a few days ago. Now it's starting to get interesting. Looks like the floor plan of a building. But what do all those letters and numbers mean? Looks like the floor plan... Looks like the floor plan of a... Damn, only part is in the house. I've got to find out where Kessler hid the other pieces and the... This wooden box has a lock and paint, so I'd better keep looking. I'll treat myself to a G&T when I've found one of the Viking art. The key from Kessler's... I'll just take the flowers out. I'll treat myself to a G&T when I've found one. A soft, dry duster. The water still seems to be fresh. This wooden box has a lock and painted floor, so I'd better keep looking. It fits. Now let's see what's... A must-have item for every fugitive war criminal if they hope to avoid justice. But I'll make sure Kessler gets his just desserts. A must-have item for every Looks like Kessler suffers from an iodine deficiency. I'll save this for a special occasion. Empty. These figures come from the Far East, probably from China. So the deposit box is located above the fireplace. Oh, hello. I'll need the code, of course. Damn, only part is in the house, and the answer lies. Open sesame. Come on, you bastard. Show us where you've hidden the loot. A map and a rusty key. Kessler!
What do you want?
You know exactly why we're here.
You won't find any money. I don't keep any in the...
Don't insult my intelligence, Oberste and Bahnführer. Where have you hidden it? Speak up. I can't hear you.
I don't know. I swear.
I am not a patient woman. Your sons, yes? This is Anton, so this must be Xavier.
No, please. It's in the bunker.
The map. Kessler had been shot.
That's all very interesting, but what's it got to do with my daughter?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So just be quiet for a minute. I didn't just want the leader. I wanted the rest of those war criminals too. The key to catching them was clearly the artifacts they were all fighting over. So I went off in search of the mysterious bunker. And that's how I met your daughter. That has to be the entrance to the bunker. Hopefully I'll find one of the Viking artifacts here at last. I lay the maps over... That's where Kessler marked the other entrance. And if I draw a line between the two, I see that it's exactly in the middle, between the ventilation shaft and the drains. Off we go. The bunker's... I can't be sure, but I have... can't get it off. Huh. And I'll collect a few. You're supposed to stay well away from... Ugh, it smells disgusting in here. Doesn't look like the fisherman's... A bite. They probably belong to the bunker sanitation system. I'll take one with me. The end of the rod is broken off, and now the reel and line are off. An old broken fishing rod. Nobody's going to... There's an ID and a windproof lighter. Time for a bit of DIY. That might just work. I'll tie the balloon here. I'll fasten it to the grill. back door should be somewhere between the ventilation system. The back door. This should be it, but I can't see a doorway anywhere. The rocks are too steep. I can't climb up there. Let's see where this path goes. There's something in the bushes. A rope ladder. The ladder's in good shape and firmly attached too.
Walled up. There's no getting through that.
Search the area. There has to be another entrance.
It's pitch dark in here. If I don't get some light in here... This little sign is covered in dirt. I need something to clean the sign with. A diesel generator. Damn! It won't start. Okay, so the generator's running now. Let there be light. A few old German coins. It smells of diesel here. How am I supposed to open it? There's no handle, just a small hole in the middle. How am I supposed to open it? The fan circulates air between the rooms. Locked. I can't get through there. I'll wrap the rubber mat around. a few old tin cans. It's rusted solid. I'd have to blast it open. A brass valve. And still no sign of any Viking artifacts. How am I supposed... Got it. A perfect fit. Let's see what we can do with that. What the... It's a chamber of horrors. These creatures were horribly mutated. They must be the result of Kessler's experiments. No sign of the stolen artifacts. I hope I'm not on the wrong track here. Unless I find the Viking casket or one of the other artifacts. Yes! So what do you hide behind a big head? Oh, the wheel is loose. I'll take it with me just in case. The wheel fits in the hole, and we're in. Diesel fumes. What's that? A small gas cylinder. The floor is falling apart with rust. Better not hang around. How about that? It fits. The lock has to be the weak point. Done it. At last. So this is where Kessler keeps the spoils of his war. Everything neatly packed and stacked in There's a book lying on the table. Kessler wrote down the code names and dates of all their missions. I call them missions. They were probably all looting raids. That has to be the car. Rack 11, slot number 1. Let's go. This has to be it. Rack 11, slot 1. Some boxes are missing. I'm going... The marks lead along the passageway. There's something behind the pallet. A hole in the wall.
Here's the entrance.
Good work.
That must be the contents. Hello? Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful.
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for a small wooden casket with Nordic runes on it.
You mean like this one?
Hey, that's it.
What's so...
It's going to help me set things right again. Shit, we have...
Who's there?
How did you get in here?
The ventilation duct. It's just about big enough for me to fit through.
Says...
Don't know. Maybe the door there?
Let's find out. The exit's been bricked up. I need to get both of us out of here as fast as possible. The hole is too small. I can't fit through there.
Whoa. It's so dark in here that I can't see my hand in front of my... There's something small. In the middle, there's something like... Hang on. That...
How about this? Gwen, do you know how to use this? A spy hole to the... How about this?
Ugh, a munitions dump. Of all... Where am I supposed to push it? Where are we going with? Great! It fits just under... Now I can remove the wheels.
The whole...
Maybe you can do something with this.
Hey, the wheel fits. Now it's ready to roll. The hole is too small.
Good idea. Here, take this.
Got it. No problem. You can control the transporter with that. And now where? Can you help me here? We have to suspend the shell up here, very carefully. Get down, Gwen.
Are you okay?
Quite all right. Have you got the casket?
Right here. Quiet! They're coming!
Hide in the wood. I'll distract them. Quick, get in! There's the casket.
I couldn't hold on to it, but I do have what was inside it.
Fortunately, they're not great shots. Unfortunately, they grabbed your daughter, and I would dearly love to know why she's so important. We are assuming they fled straight behind the Iron Curtain. They're supposed to be in East Berlin right now.
How does Mossad plan to get my daughter out of there?
Mossad isn't planning anything. Kessler's dead, so the case is closed.
So you're leaving me to save her on my own? In East Berlin?
Mossad says the case is closed, but not me. Kessler's units still have to pay for what they did to my family.
And I won't let them do the same to mine.
Let's get Gwen back.
So, any progress?
Nothing significant, just scraps of memory, fragments.
Then increase the dose. We need to get deeper into her subconscious.
She's already at her physical limit. If we push any harder, her body will...
I don't care what happens to her. I care about what she knows. Do what has to be done. Quickly.
As you wish, Madam Comrade.
Our intelligence has found something interesting. The girl wasn't kidnapped by former SS members. It was the KGB, but they were led by a female Stasi agent. She was supposed to obtain information from Kessler about some old Nazi project.
Wotan.
I don't know about the details, but the Soviets are allegedly continuing the project in a top-secret subterranean research center in Moscow.
And Gwen?
All I know is that they took her to this Moscow facility. Why, I can't say. The CIA has located several ways into the research complex. One of them is supposed to be near the Kremlin.
Right then, let's get going.
You mean both of us? I thought you wanted to track down the people who killed your family.
I've been stood down, but if I can find out what the KGB are doing, that might get me reinstated, so I can continue my hunt. Besides, I can't just abandon Gwen.
Well, I appreciate the help. At least now I'm not taking on the KGB single-handed.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Anna? Where's she gone now? I can't wait around here. Gwen is... well, the clock is ticking. The German agent gave me the coordinates for the research facility entrance. I should be able to find it on my own. The shed is locked. According to the coordinates, it must be somewhere around here. Gotcha. The mausoleum on Red Square. The entrance to the research facility has to be inside. Damn! This is going to be harder than I thought. But if I... Inside, there are the embalmed corpses of Lenin and Stalin, and a hidden entrance to the underground research complex where Gwen has been taken. There's quite a lot going on. I'd better bide my time and take a look around in there.
Stop! Empty your pockets! No photos, no heavy objects. And don't touch anything.
Whatever you say.
You can keep your wallet. Your other possessions will, of course, be returned at the end of your tour. Move along, please. Every group has exactly 2 minutes to complete their tour.
2 minutes? That's not going to make this any easier. Comrades Lenin and Stalin. But while the guards... I'll have to follow the tour around if I want to get back out. Comrades Lenin and... But while the guards... It looks like the flags are pulled taut by that.
No touching!
Oh. The hammer and sickle. There's a lot less going on back here. I think I'll take a closer look at that. They're too tight. There's a pretty wide gap, but to do that, I'll need to get the grill off. This winch has a handle missing. Crumbs everywhere. Must have had biscuits or cakes at break time. Time to finish the tour. Despite what I've heard about communism, the guards have given me all my property back. But with all this tough security, how am I going to find the secret entrance? The coordinates for the secret entrance to the KGB research lab. There are a few notes, too. If I understand correctly, the entrance is below 2 coffins.
Stop! Empty your pocket!
Of course, comrade. Comrades Lenin and Stalin. The entrance to the research complex. But while the guards and visitors are here, I can't get to it. As ever, it doesn't take long to check the There's a pretty wide gap, but to do a clean, crisp £10 note. Crumbs everywhere. This winch has a handle missing. The victory flag of the Red Army. Time to finish the seat of the Soviet government. Every square inch of this place must be heavily monitored, so I'd better act like a convincing tourist.